Hello and welcome to Hof Bergmann Reloaded. I'm Andy, and today we're gonna do some, well, we're still snow clearing, I guess. We're gonna clear some of the, now we're gonna go and clear some stuff in town, I think. I thought it was quite interesting and fun to actually do this, so we're gonna continue. So let's see, get this up and fold it. Back up. Look at the mirrors there, should work. Hopefully. So let's head on into, I think, town. Or maybe I should clear, actually I should probably clear the path up to our sheep. Or maybe I did that. I'm a little unsure if I did it or not. Maybe I did, or maybe I didn't. No, I didn't. Well, we'll do that first then. I think it's pretty much here somewhere. Somewhere. Here's the road. Maybe it's here. It's a little hard to see where the roads are sometimes. I think it's like this string here in the middle is, well, as I said, it's in the middle. It's there. And we'll go here. So sheep are doing pretty okay, I think. Clear it a little bit to the right there. Should put on my beacons too. Okay, I don't know. How are everyone doing out there? Are you having fun? Are you playing new maps, or everyone just waiting for FS19? So it feels a little bit like everyone is waiting for FS19, which is not too far away, so well, it's a bit, I mean, it's a bit off still, I think, but it seems like most people are excited about it. That's good, of course. I personally, I don't know, I don't really know what to, I think it's good, but I think that it tends to, when you have a new farming simulator, then everything gets put on hold. Pretty much everyone is playing in the default maps and that's equipment, and that's fun. But otherwise it's sort of like, I don't know, it takes a while for modders to put on new maps and new mods and stuff, and so all in all I think it's not, I don't know. I'm looking forward to it, don't get me wrong, I will buy it, of course, and I will use it. Probably like, I'll probably end up like when I switch between 15 and 17, that I first thought that I would stick with 15, and then suddenly it's like, no, 17 was much better, so I stuck with 17. But I can't really say say much yet. I looked a little bit of the videos that's out there, but I think interesting, but I don't find them that interesting. But it's good. Anyway, what's up? I'm recording this on Friday. I'm gonna go off to school in a bit. I have school today, and what else? This weekend is on Sunday. It's the general election in Sweden, so we have 3 elections all thrown into one. It's always the same. It's 4 years between each election. So we choose our representatives to the parliament, to our county government, and our region government. Region is not the correct word. I don't know how. It's called landsting in Sweden, which is there's different parts. The parliament is pretty self-explanatory, but in the county is the county basically, and how that's run, and they have certain sets of rules and stuff they need to obey by laws. I work in county, so I not accounting. I work in our, not our county, but the county next over. And then we have the regions or landsting, and their responsibility is for and mostly healthcare. So they have the right to tax, and so has the government and the county. And from the tax they use that for mostly it's used for healthcare, basically, which is their main responsibility, but also used for stuff like community transport is not the word I'm looking for. Well, you know, buses and trains and that sort of stuff, regional trains. So that's one of their responsibilities. So they do that, and they also have some other tasks where it goes to develop in regions and that sort of stuff. So, but mostly it's healthcare. So all of these assemblies we have an election for Sunday. So we got three lists. You put in 3 little envelopes. One is yellow, which is for the parliament. The white one is for the county, if I remember correctly, and the blue one is for the region. So we sorted that road out too. I don't know. It seems like these roads are actually plowable, and some of the other roads aren't. So we'll try to stick to the ones that are. It's hard to see the road there. I can't plow, for some reason I can't plow these roads. I might be doing something wrong, or I'm not doing I don't know. But we can plow this, I think. The sort of entrance to, what is it? It's the, not the co-op. Ah, this place. But I can't plow this area. Oh, I could, maybe. Maybe it's certain areas. I'm doing something wrong. I'm probably doing something wrong. I usually do stuff wrong. We got some sort of clearing here. And we'll go and clear the area so we can drive up and down. We're actually not going to sell anything, but we could clear it anyway, so we can sort of drive here if we wanted to or needed to. Like so. We clear the other side. So we can drive off the ramp. And maybe we'll just back. Well, we'll back. Sorry, it was hard to. I don't know what to drop off the snow, so we did this way. And see. So that's interesting. The general election is up, and looks pretty much like the last time. If you look at the opinion on the polls, but polls are difficult. Last time the polls were really off. It's hard with polls actually. They need to be done in a very good way, and it's hard when it comes to. It's one thing to say what you vote for in a poll. It's another thing what you'll actually vote for. So we'll see. The polls are sort of pointing in the general direction towards the sort of the same results as last time, which would be a disappointment for some. I don't know. There's still a majority for the current government, which is the Social Democrats, the Environmental, or the Green Party, and the Left Party. So those. Actually, the Left Party hasn't been involved, hasn't had a place in the government. It's been the Green Party and the Social Democrats that has had ministers in the government. But the Left Party has been voting with them and been a part of the negotiations on which budgets and laws to pass and that sort of stuff. And a lot of the stuff that's passed as law, the government politicians are pretty sort of in agreement with each other. So, but some stuff is different. Nothing is happening here. Why is nothing happening here? I guess we can't clear that. So, but anyway, we have it a little bit cleared here compared to before. Okay, what else to clear? We wanted to clear the entire area, but I don't think that's very important. We clear the maybe the livestock market. Oh, sorry. These should fall over when I hit them, but they don't. But I can lift it up so we'll go over them. So interesting to see how it works out. I don't know. I've been this selection in sort of contrary to last step, I have sort of not been a part of some people's what do you call it, ideas, mostly the Sweden Democrats, not to be confused with the Social Democrats. The Sweden Democrats is a right-wing party which is basically, it started out as a bunch of Nazis. They don't want to hear that because they think that they're in their point of view, they are not that sort of, they don't have that sort of idea as the Nazis did. But if you read their principal program, which is party program, they call it PLACEABLE program, it clearly states that they think that every human has some sort of inbuilt thing or that separates us from each other. So they don't call it race because they're not stupid, I guess. But sorry, the party program says they're racist, and people just say, "Oh, I'm not racist. I'm not voting for them because I'm racist. I'm voting for them because everyone is crap." Yeah, well, that might be a good point. You can vote for them because you can vote for whatever reason you want to in an election, I guess. But they have this idea. Most parties have ideas that they don't run publicly. So the Social Democrats, for instance, that are running a government, they don't. I think in their party program it says that they should abolish the monarchy, because we are a monarchy. So we have a king currently. After him there will be a queen. But we have a king. So in their party program they say that should be abolished, but they're not actually doing anything about it, and haven't done that forever. So and maybe the party, the Sweden Democrats party program is more as a declaration of will rather than a policy they would actually run. But sort of looks the difference. People don't really know where they stand on everything. Well, because it's hard to know if they, or what sort of politics they would run in practical politics. What issues they would actually try to get into law, which makes it a little bit scary, because if there's one thing, if you have a monarchy, you say we don't want a monarchy, and you haven't done anything about it for the last 50 years, then it's like, okay, they're probably not going to run that as a real politics that actually affect people. And if they did, it wouldn't affect a great deal of people. Would be just a few people, and they would live very nicely anyway, because the royal family has a really nice and substantial wealth of their own. So, but anyway, so that's one thing. But the policies that the Sweden Democrats have in their party program is actually would affect a great deal of people. For instance, me, because I would not fit their idea of what a Swede is. Not because I'm blonde and have, well, I have brown eyes, but I'm blonde and pale skin. So not from that point of view. They just wouldn't like me because of my opinions. And they also have this really scary notion in the party program that just as well as you can become a Swede by assimilating the Swedish ways of being, whatever that is, you can also stop being a Swede by not doing stuff that makes you Swedish, whatever that is. So then I think I don't. People can vote for them. It's the fancy part of a democracy. You can vote for whoever you want to vote for, and but to me, as a person that believes in humans and the human rights, basically, and everyone's rights to live and be and work and be as they want to be within law. The law, of course. You can't just. The law is to me, that's the only thing that matters. Swedish law, and if you're citizens, and if you're a citizen, if you live in this country, you have to follow Swedish law. That's the only thing. I don't care how you do it. I don't care if you celebrate Hanukkah, if you celebrate Christmas, if you don't celebrate Christmas. That's nothing. That's a personal belief anyone can hold. The only thing you have to do is follow Swedish law, and that applies to everyone, including people that come here. But basically, yeah. So that's my point of view. I suddenly got into politics again. I'm sorry about rambling. It's just that it actually concerns me a bit. We'll see. The figures, if you look at the polls, it looks like it will be pretty much the same as last election, or maybe a slight increase for the governing party. So it's been pretty okay. Mostly not because they've done stuff that I find good, and they've done stuff that I find really bad. The thing is that the economy is going up, and that's not the fault or blame of them. That's just the way it is. So Sweden is going really good financially, and it's hard. It's not there. They didn't do it. They just went along for the ride, as did the rest of us. So anyway, that's it. I don't know what I'm probably gonna stop here, and we'll see what we'll do next time. I don't know why. Take a picture of a pile of snow, maybe. So this picture will probably have very little to do with today's episode, because we haven't done anything here. Actually, we're up to episode 89. I think that's pretty cool. I think we're more on Klein though, but I think that's pretty cool. So thank you for watching. I'm Andy. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, or well, I guess you could hit a thumbs down button if you don't like my politics ranting. But anyway, please if you like this channel, please subscribe. If you like this episode, please hit the like button, leave a comment or share, and I will see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.